6 more days, week 0. College football starts. 19 days, NFL kicks off. Deer season's upon us. It's that time of year where you can tune in, enjoy Kentucky sports, and a little more. Been making my world famous turkey calls, turtle shell turkey calls. Thought while I was at it, I would really put my arts and crafts skills together. Where I'd been building on the house, I had a couple of these old tar buckets. I put some graphics on them, cleaned the buckets out pretty good. Had an old box for old snapper mower. I took all this hardware off of it for the battery box. Got me a little motor to made me a little plate. And I got a little timer for a sprinkler system. They weren't much. And my little motor spins this plate. My timer's set for basically 6 a.m. So at 6 o'clock at night, that spins, corn goes flying. 6 in the morning, 6 at night. It's odd because the deer will be standing there waiting about 5:50. They know when this thing's going to kick off. Now, I usually get the little Walmart bag of apple corn. Fills it up nicely. And as you can see from the inside, I got me a couple little alligator clips to go on my 6-volt battery here and my little timer. You can see my little timer box back here I use for the sprinkler system. And I got my little motor off a drill. And thing works great. Waterproof. The key to this is getting this funnel I cut off at the right height on that. The corn will just come down and mash and rest on it. Then when it spins, it'll drain it. Kind of like one of them automatic dog food feeders. But I got all these old buckets laying around. I made a bunch of them and I just set them throughout the woods to feed the wildlife. Doesn't have to be deer. Squirrels love it. Raccoons love it. And I don't really have anything in that other than a few dollars in the battery and I think $3 for that little timer, the motor and the wiring and the bucket and all that other stuff I just took off scrap. Red Mick deer feeder. I don't know what they charge at the store for them. They got some feeders. I mean, I'd have to back a silage and raise the boom up, fill some of them up. They're so big. That's just ludicrous. I can't wait. It's one of my favorite times of year, the fall. Hunt, fish, watch Kentucky sports, archery. Yeah, rifle season comes in. Flintlock, you name it. It's a good time of year. 6 more days, week 0. Now, Kentucky's going to move to week 0 in 2027 and 8, so we can have an extra week off. I think Will Steins is like, well, looking at that schedule we got this year, we're going to need an extra day, maybe 2. Might even get 3 by week. It'd be great, wouldn't it? I like that. Because he's looking for every advantage he can get. He's trying to Lane Kiffin Kentucky to a win that we normally wouldn't get. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. The big question everybody's wanting to know in this state, can Kentucky football become the next Indiana? Well, it's possible. Anything's possible. Is it probable? Nah. Unless we got a billionaire that dumps, a whole bunch of money into Kentucky, kind of like what Indiana had. might be possible, might be probable at that point. But Kentucky's going to be a different team, that's for sure. Everyone, and I mean everyone, including AI, all the people, you name it, if it's on media, they got us at the very bottom. All categories, coaching dead last, second to last in the SEC. Got us finishing 14th out of 16th in this area there, but nevertheless, you get the point. Everybody thinks we're going to be the very bottom level SEC. Second to last, to be exact. But I think Arkansas is going to be just a little worse. Now, I strongly feel like we're second from last in the middle. Just to be honest with you. Just looking at the talent and everything I've seen, next year we'll probably compete for the top of the middle. And then in 2028, don't be surprised if we're not trying to claw our way up to the bottom of the top tier. If everything holds. And it looks pretty good. It really does. He's got a whole bunch of people lined up that are top tier in the trenches dudes coming to Kentucky for official visits. He signed the class 27-28 is going to be hitting. It just is. Who will we keep? That's going to be the biggest thing. Bottom of the top tier to the middle of the top for a few years, I imagine. Kind of like what Stoops did. Stein's looking for any advantage he can get. Moving to week 0, good on you. Good on you, sir. We needed that. Now, my state has got one option, KSR. If you try to look for me, you got to scroll. If you type in the words Kentucky, no matter what it is, KSR pops up. There's a few other dudes in this state that have Kentucky Sports Platform. You got to really search for their stuff. If you type Kentucky football, for example, you ain't gonna. It's KSR all the way. You got to search, man. I don't think that's fair to the rest of the people trying to have a channel, but I mean, it is what it is. We all know this, and you're stuck with that. And let's just be quite honest. You're only going to get one. You're not going to get the big, broad picture, I feel like, from the actual working man. You know what I mean? Like CNN, Fox. I mean, this ain't a political deal here, but I mean, you're only going to get one avenue of a view here. You're going to get a guy crying, "Can we just beat the CPT? Can you and your stupid son?" I mean, just an embarrassment. You know, you can't get the hardcore reality from. You're going to get this thing sugar-coated. I'm not that guy, I'm going to tell you. And then you'll see from my comments in this video, you know, like our pass rush sucks. Hear them tell it over there, they're like, well, it's just got a little bit of room for improvement. No, it don't, it sucks. I could get out there and hold my own on that. It's terrible. Our defensive backs, and they're building us up like we got the greatest deep B room in the SEC. See what I'm getting at here? I mean, you're only going to get one objective from KSR. You know, as opposed to being able to scroll in there and listen to that jabroni or this idiot or that dude. I mean, mainly when you type in anything Kentucky basketball, anything as sports related, just type anything with a heading of Kentucky. That is what pops up. And they have the media, they have all that. So I mean, for the people that man, I really like Johnny. You know, you had a sports channel, man. I come across this right here, and it's the greatest shit ever. Yeah. I think the choices ought to be on an even plane for anybody that wants to have a YouTube channel in this state. But it is what it is, and we live in a Commonwealth here, so if you look for my channel, it's there. You just got to scroll a long way to find it, just like everybody else. Sam Green, my God. He's almost ready to return. He's out on the field playing. He just likes one more, I guess, doctor's signature or whatever. He's returning from a torn ACL. Now, this guy's got talent. He's going to be a big... So we weren't counting on this dude back in the spring or whatever. We didn't know if he's going to make it or not, so they done filled the road. But if he can come back, I mean, we're starting to get a little more depth in places. Our first and second string on the roster is nothing to sneeze at. Once you get past that, though, it's just nothing but pure pollen. It is. I mean, you go to the practices and look, it's night and day. I mean, the Vegas line today, as we said here in the great day of our Lord, they moved things around a little bit. We're no longer 4.5. We're 4 to 5.5. They've moved that line around. They were a solid 4.5. And I don't know whatever. I guess we're about a week, 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks away from kickoff. They changed it a little bit. They weren't happy with that 4.5. The worst bet you could get was the 4, and the best is 5.5, as opposed to just 4.5. And they were going to live and die on that sword. Now they've broadened it a little bit. We've got a revamped roster. High-profile quarterback, but a brutal schedule. So, I mean, they have to figure variable change in there some way. So they didn't go with just a straight 4.5 like they normally do. They widened it from 4 to 5.5. Got a little leeway there. Last year, 4.5. It never changed. And it was a good number. We're going to have updated schemes from what we're known for. We've upgraded our quarterback. Our skilled positions have taken a big giant step forward, Mother May I. Running back, wide receivers, tight end, and special teams. Our line upgrades are third best in the SEC. We got a brutal slate, people. It just is what it is. We're going to be facing multiple year 2025 playoff teams. I mean, that's just what we've got. But we also have low expectations. All right? And let's just call it what it is. We're 14th out of 16th in the conference and protected to finish, somewhere around that. I guess they figure Mississippi State and Arkansas is going to be worse than us. We got 60 new roster pieces, players, parts. I've looked at every AI simulation, whatever you can think. 4-8 or 5-7. Pretty much why Vegas moved that thing to 4 to 5.5. And it depends on which AI system is running your season simulation. But they're all that. I hadn't seen any better, any worse. My outlook, with an immediate bowl return, that should be on the table if we stay healthy-ish. I mean, I'm expecting a explosive offensiveness. I expect it. I want to see competitive growth. Get better each week. Secure a high-profile win at least twice. That would be awesome. We'll have a good year no matter what. No matter what our record is, if we can do that right there, it'll be fun again. We'll have hope, and we'll be able to keep the faith. I mean, the bottom line, this is the bottom line. We're either going to have first winning season in 3 years, or a second season with fewer than 5 wins. It's going to be one or the other. That's what's on the table. That is the cards that, as fans, we're being dealt with. Those two options. Aces and eights. Either one is going to happen or the other. There's no in between. I hope we have a winning season. That'd be awesome. Can our talent get past this nasty schedule? Well, I think our football stats, I'm expecting to be miles better. I don't know. I mean, people don't follow Kentucky, but last year, I'll just give an example. We had 15 fumbles and lost 8 of them. That's horrible. I mean, I don't care. My God, the bad news bears. What do we have out there? Opponents collectively lost 10, or fumbled the ball 10 times and lost 2. Well, that's huge. I mean, that gets you beaten at least 6 games. That's half your schedule. Penalties. I will get my hand off the top. Mark Stoops. We just really wasn't a penalized team. In fact, we were the fewest. We had the fewest penalty yards or penalties. We had 60 penalties last year for 492 yards. We led the SEC in penalties as being the fewest. Hopefully that trend continues. We can't afford to give up a bunch of penalties and have explosive offense and play. You're fighting yourself. I mean, it's already going to be an uphill battle. If we have those kind of penalties numbers and explosive offense, look out. Punt return, my God. Opponents are averaging 12.4 against us, and I think we were averaging 4. 4.1. We got to fix that. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Our wide receiver room is loaded with talent. We're loaded with talent. They just don't have experience. And I think Miller's healthy. Yeah, a long way to go there, man. The rest, they need Nick Anderson. I think he's going to be pivotal. I think he's going to decide our red zone, to be honest with you. If he can go in there and be unstoppable in the red zone, that's going to open it up for our running backs. And if you get wide receivers and running backs scoring in the red zone at a high rate, that combo hits, and Kentucky could be dangerous. The red zone has killed us for my lifetime. And really, Stoops is no different. Other than a few years, we had all them running backs, and nobody could stop at. And got a couple of wide receivers that catch, and all of our running backs could go. I mean, we were good. We were good in the red zone. I can't remember, maybe 8 times or 8 years or less in my lifetime. We actually had a decent red zone. Defense. Let's talk defense for a minute. I thought this was going to be the best part of Kentucky football, the strongest part. Experts are disagreeing with that. They think our offense is what's going to carry us. I think it's our defense, but nevertheless, our ends are solid. Why is that important, Big Bonnie Ross? Well, South Carolina just absolutely throttled us a few years ago because their edges and ends were just having a field day. And if we're going to be running a 3-4 scheme, you got to have 2 big dudes that can move. I mean, you just do. You get tackle size linemen and get out and just. South Carolina ate us up in that. Looks like we're going to be really good in that area. Our pass rush sucks. I ain't sure they could push their way through a bunch of soccer moms at a DVD bin on Black Friday sale at Walmart. They got to get that fixed in the next 2 weeks. Secondary is my biggest concern. I'm pretty sure our linebackers can play with anyone in the country, but our secondary can get beat by anyone in the country. That's it. That's what I see. That's what I see. I see inexperienced room, beat up. Yeah, we got to get our wide receivers healthy. Miller and Nick Anderson is absolutely going to have to be scoring threats in the red zone. Miller can get us down there, and Nick Anderson, it's going to be, we need you. in the red zone so our running backs can walk in. Our secondary is a big concern of mine, and our pass rush is just sucks. I mean, I'll just call it what it is. But we're still in fall camp, and they're still working on it. So, I mean, there's a lot of work to be done there. Above all else, we're going to have to be stronger against the run than what we've shown in the last 5 years. When we hold opponents to 135 yards or 150 yards or less, we're 0-4. We won all 4 games. When we give up over that, we ain't won. We're 0-10. We're terrible. We're going to have to have we're going to have to stop the run. If you can't pass rush, and it doesn't look like we're going to be very good at that, we've absolutely got to stop the run. You cannot be bad in both of them areas, or we're going to have a long season. It's just, that's just the bottom line. Pass rush can get fixed throughout the year, but you absolutely have to start weeks. You got to start months ago on being able to stop the run. Now, either we got some impressive running backs. Could be the case. Our run stoppage looks like shit. From what I could tell, standing there watching this fiasco go on in some of these practices, they a long way to go in a few areas, but it's fixable. It is fixable. All right, we'll see. Our quarterback needs to shine. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Offense needs to be explosive. Our defense needs to help our offense. Then we need to score on defense. We need to get the offense back on the field. Give our offense as many opportunities to score as humanly possible. And I don't mean by allowing the other team to score quick on us and get our offense back on. No, we got to have some stoppage, some holds, some goal line stands, baby. We need some turnovers, and our special teams is absolutely going to have to be special. Always keeping the opponent on that side of the field, always keeping them pinned deep. I mean, you do that throughout the year, and our defense comes along, and we have an explosive offense. I like our chances of clawing our way to a ball game. But the hardcore reality, people, and this is it. This is the bottom line. We need 3 wins at home. Alabama, LSU, Vandy, Louisville, and Florida. All of our road games just happen to be the the South Carolinas and the Missouris and or the upper tier. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to win some at home. That's my outlook. I mean, it's just cut and dry. We've got a talented quarterback and a different scheme, different mindset. We're loaded with talent for at least first, second string. After that, it goes to nothing. Pass rush is terrible. Secondary is horrible. Wide receivers, they look great, other than the fact they're just inexperienced and they're beat up. They got a few riddled stingers or whatever, injuries. Get everybody healthy there. We're starting to get some of our bigs back. Sam Green's another one I wasn't expecting, for a while. He's going to be ready to start fall. He may even be running today out there and hitting. Who knows? He's that close. I think we're going to be competitive. Real competitive. At least for 2 to 3 quarters. We just don't have enough. We just don't have enough on that third string to come in. I don't think yet to push us over the hump. Our O-line will be able to play the whole game, but man, you got to have several backups in defense. We fade out. That was the biggest thing under Stoops. We would just fade away late in the games. You know, but like that Clemson game, remember that? We was up big on them and they just come back and barely beat us. You're not supposed to lose games like that. Speaking of losing games, the Reds are 18 games back. Now, what was I saying? They'd be 25 games back come October. Well, we're on our way. I've made a small fortune this year betting against the Cincinnati Reds. Just to be quite honest with you, I mean, this is, you can see it coming. Today, the Reds will lose at 8:40 p.m. in Arizona to the Diamondbacks. Then again tomorrow, another loss at 7:10. Tune in and enjoy. Speaking of losers, Tennessee Titans. Mitchell Turd Brisket has hurt himself, and that has hurt Will Levis. They were set to trade him, unload him, and use preseason to showcase what little bit of talent they could, or highlights, or this, that, or the other. Now, they're actually talking about, well, he may have to be the backup. The funniest thing I've heard is Ward. Cam Ward's had a bounce back practice. Well, when you're standing out there with the offense and there's no defense on the other side, yeah, you're going to score some touchdowns. He wasn't even perfect at that, but nevertheless, yeah, he had a bounce back. Good job. He had a bounce back practice. You know how bad you have to be for the media to put that out? This is not good. This is not good. As bad as I hate to say this, I told you so. Hendon Hooker's your best option. Should have kept Dobbs, and you definitely should have moved Reggie McKenzie over to the general manager. And why in the world didn't you throw a whole bunch of money at Mike Tomlin? Are you not? You just don't want to win in Nashville? You had the perfect storm, the perfect recipe. All of it right there, readily available for you. I've been screaming that for at least 3 years. When you drafted Will Levis, I was wanting you to get Hooker during that draft. I was like, all right. I wanted you to get Hendon Hooker instead of Levis, but you got Levis. I was like, well, all right. What's the downside here? You got him in the second round. You're not paying him no whole lot. It didn't pan out. And I was like, well, you need to fire everybody. You need to bring in Reggie McKenzie, make him general manager. You need to go back and get Josh Dobbs. You had him down there. You had him on your... You had him assigned to the team. You should have brought Dobbs in to be your veteran. You'd had Hendon Hooker, problem solved. Reggie McKenzie would have rebuilt the Tennessee Titans like he did. The Packers and the Raiders. I mean, you know. Instead, you brought in a dude that just could not get on the same page as Brinker, and you fired Brinker. You go through more front office people than the band Slipknot has musicians. All right, just be honest with you. Down there in Tennessee, this is terrible, man. But you're slowly getting to where I told you needed to be. You finally went out and got Hooker. Well, first you went and got Reggie, but you didn't make him general manager. You put him in your front office, though. He's on your staff. When Boring Gonzi gets axed, you're going to have Reggie McKenzie's general manager anyway. When you got rid of Blinker, you should have got rid of Boring Gonzi. Should have promoted Reggie McKenzie. You should have threw a bunch of money at Mike Tomlin when he was wavering back and forth. They didn't know if he was going to stay, go, leave. You could have poached him. You'd have had Josh Dobbs. And then somewhere throughout the season, Hendon Hooker takes over after he learns everything. You've got an explosive everything. Hooker looks the best, even during preseason. And that ought to be really concerning if you paid $86 million for the worst QBR rating in all of college football. And you ask any true Titan, or these Titan podcasters, I'm so sick of hearing that stat. Well, are you now? That stat is a direct reflection. Hello? If he had the best QBR rating, we wouldn't be having this conversation now, would we? Y'all think about it. I'm out of here.